and we are live and interactive with our many-time guest, Ben Nikolaevsky, the CEO of Pure Extracts. How are you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing great, Rich. Thanks for having me back.
Hey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here, and super excited to have you on the show. And Pure Extracts has already been a huge success. Congratulations already on all your success. And we talked about it pre-IPO with our entire club and with all of our followers all over the world on YouTube and all over social media. Pre-IPO around 40 cents. Today, you've been trading around 77 to 80 cents. And there's some big news that's been coming, that's been happening. Pure Extracts Technologies is a plant-based extraction company focused on cannabis, hemp, functional mushrooms, and psychedelic medicine. Can you please tell us a little bit more about what the company does?
Thanks, Rich. That's exactly right. We're a plant-based extractor, so we do business in three verticals. The functional mushrooms is an exciting new vertical. We're launching our own product under Pure Mushroom, so chaga, lion's mane, and the like extracted products. So upgrading the traditional product set that was in market for many years under Chinese medicine. So we've taken that to the next level. That's an exciting new area. We had some experience in the psychedelic and the illicit market previously. And then our core business where we got started off was the cannabis and hemp business, and that's growing by leaps and bounds. We did a release today with a deal we did with Fireball, the alcohol brand, and their cannabis side of the business, their gummy business. So super excited about a new U.S. partnership. So the business continues to grow, but we're a plant-based extractor. If it's a plant-based product, we can extract it and formulate a product to it.
And what fueled your decision to enter the edibles market?
Well, when we looked at the edible market, we had some experience. We bought the assets of Pure that was in the illicit market. They had experience in the gummy market. It was a great selling SKU for them. And when we looked at south of the border in the California market, Las Vegas, Oregon, edible were very strong, and gummy was also always number one in those marketplaces. So it was a natural progression that Canada would have a strong gummy demand. And with the partnership we found with Fireball and their proprietary packaging methodology, that's quite different than what's on market today. It gives a shelf stability and a temperature stability. They don't stick together because of the way they're blister packed together. It is a superior product, and that's what we really liked about it. It's the next iteration of product in the gummy space.
Wow. And what's the history of the Fireball brand?
Well, I think we all have a history with the Fireball brand. So some good, some bad. So it's the second largest alcohol brand in the United States by revenue. It's a cinnamon alcohol product. A lot of us have taken a shot or two in college, I'm sure. They made the same recognition as Constellation brand that invested in Canopy, that is a direct competitor to alcohol. We better enter the cannabis business. Fireball had the same thinking, and they created their cannabis gummy and CBD brand. They're in 5 states today, the highest selling gummy in their states that they're in today. And we were very fortunate to be selected to be the manufacturer of that for Canada. And we have distribution rights for around the world that we'll be selling into different markets. We're setting up those agreements as we speak in different countries. So we're super excited about that.
Wow, congratulations. How many US states are Fireball gummies sold in?
They're in 5 states today, and they continue to expand that. They've been super popular in the states that they've been in. I had the opportunity to try it in Vegas. That's where I first ran into the product. Super successful, sold, through most of the dispensaries in the regions that they're in, and they continue to march across the United States, expanding their state footprint.
Wow! And what's your production capacity?
We can produce 20,000 units an hour of product. So if we we were lucky enough. We have some proprietary equipment from them that we can continue to clone that. So we can supply the demand for Canada and internationally, depending on the way we need to gear up, and the machinery is super flexible. So they have a proprietary machinery. We didn't buy an off-the-shelf product. Super flexible from that perspective. So and even I could run it, so it's kind of easy to run. So that's good. So, but nice. Don't worry, your viewers, I won't be running any of the equipment. So don't worry.
You mentioned that there's some export opportunities. So can you explain what those export opportunities are associated with the Fireball licensing agreement?
Absolutely. So as you know, Canada has a very good name on exporting cannabis products to the EU and other places around the world. We are able to get first right of refusal for distribution in the world. Basically, there's a few parts that we don't have but Canada, because of our ability to export relatively easily in comparison to like the United States can't because of their federal laws, we're able to export to places like Germany, the UK for CBD products, into the EU. As you know, our facility is EU GMP compliant. We'll finish our licensing for that over the next year, and then we'll be able to go full bore into the product set into those EU countries that require the GMP certification.
Now, Pure Extracts is currently in the process of building out its state-of-the-art processing facility. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're built out for 10,000 square feet, fully GMP compliant. We're expanding to the next step that will house a larger footprint for our edible business, gummy, and a few other exciting things that we'll be back on your show to talk about shortly in the edible business. And our functional and psychedelic, our dealer's license will reside in the expansion in our psychedelic department. So we're underway with that expansion. The space is now being ready for that. So we're super excited to be able to upgrade our footprint to handle those new expanded business lines.
Now, you've also been expanding the cannabis and hemp side of the business. Where are you at currently with that, and what's coming next?
So we're expanding that business on a daily basis. We have several white label and tolling contracts that we'll be releasing to the market. We released, our first commercial sale of wholesale oil a couple of days ago. We'll continue to release to the market our good fortunes in that. We'll have Pure Pulls and Pure Chews back in the dispensaries over the next 60 days. So by the end of the quarter, hopefully we'll be on sale at the BC, Alberta, and hopefully Ontario shortly for your consumers to be able to buy. So it's super exciting to be, in market with our own brand. We are a brand company. We created probably the first full spectrum vape that was in market. Wow. Folks that had the assets before we bought the assets out. So we're a full spectrum company. That's where we got our roots. And if you look to the US market, everybody started the same way. They started with distillate. It was cheap. It's easy to make. FSO is much harder to make. But we cracked the code with our partnership with Vitalis, it's a CO2 extraction company. We were number 1 or 2 in their first extractor that went out the door with them. So, wow. We're lucky enough to have a very strong relationship, and we continue to do R&D with them over some of their new equipment coming out. So we're definitely on the cutting edge of full spectrum product that'll be coming to the Canadian marketplace.
You guys are getting your hands involved in so many things. You guys got a tight share structure, tight flow, companies going in the right direction, stocks moving up. You guys are able to do pretty much everything you wanted to do that we talked about since the beginning. You guys have been literally doing everything you said, which is really important to us. What do investors have to look forward to now for Pure Extracts? If there's one thing that you wanted to let investors know about Pure Extracts, what would it be?
It's growth. For us, it's all about growth and sustainable revenue. As we said, we have a seasoned management team. As you know, we ran another cannabis company. We successfully exited to Tilray about a year and a half ago. We have 20 years of management experience growing CPG companies, and that's really what we are in our functional space or in our cannabis space. We're really a CPG company, and we're looking to have sustainable revenue and profitability through the life of the company. we know how to create good quality brands that resonate with our consumers, and we know how to generate profitable revenue. That's really what we're all about. And we like to be like the Fireball on the cutting edge of new products. We developed in my previous business the first antibiotic-free chicken that hit the market. We were on the cutting edge of that, both within the stores. We were before Maple Leaf or any of those guys. And we like to be nimble and be able to roll out new innovative products to the market and take that little bit of risk of being the first to market. But that's really what we're all about: good quality products in the FSO space, and really developing new products that the Canadian marketplace and internationally will resonate with the growing consumer base.
So when you have a company that's involved in so many things, is there a specific area that you would say that you're focused in first? Is it psychedelics? Is it extraction? Would you say it's 50-50? Do you look at the business that way? Does it really matter to you?
Yeah, we don't really we look at ourselves as an extractor. That's the first level of all the things that we just talked about, these psychedelics, functional, cannabis, hemp. It all revolves around formulation and extraction. And then the actual product set is not, that relevant from there. Psychedelics obviously is super interesting because I personally feel that that's the next real exciting news out of the medical industry that's going to help people with depression, PTSD, and the like. And it makes a real difference. I've studied the medical information quite readily with our science advisors, and there'll be a real medical help. And I'm super excited about that area. Just the difference you see in the people that have taken the product and moving that from this theoretical 8-hour process to treat one patient to move that into a commercialization type medicine to help these people. That's what I'm excited about. Our nasal gel hopefully will shorten that treatment time to a reasonable amount where working, people like us that go to work every day can go in, get a treatment that's a few hours and have, multiple treatments and still have their regular day go on versus what goes on today, which is an 8-hour plus for one patient treatment, which is interesting and helpful, but not a lot of people can take, a whole day out of their schedule for one treatment. So that's, important to me. And when we look at the business, they're all different segments of growth. Cannabis and hemp are a more mature business. And obviously we got our roots in that. So that business will grow by leaps and bounds. We have to put a little bit more water on our functional mushrooms and our psychedelics, but that's a growth engine for us. So it gets equal attention. And, as I said, one is not better than the other. It's all the same. You have to put that product into a formulation, make that, work the way you want, and then sell the product. So the process is the same. The product is not necessarily irrelevant. So I don't fancy one versus the other. The psychedelics and functional are new and exciting. The cannabis business, we're rolling out new and exciting products all the time. Sorry about that.
That's okay. And if somebody that's watching this wanted to get in contact with you, wanted to get in touch with you, was interested in learning more about the company, what's the best way for them to reach you?
On our websites, we have an email info at PRXTFcorp.com. They can fill out the form. I get a copy of that, and so does our PR department and our IR department, and we'll respond right away. So if they have any questions, our deck is online. They can take a tour of the facility is online. And if they have any questions, by all means, love to hear from your group and happy to answer any questions.
Well, super excited to see how everything continues to unfold. Congratulations on all your success so far, Ben. You guys have done really, really well. I know a lot of our members are really happy already. Most of us got in, around 45 cents or lower. So to see the stock trading at around 80 cents today, that's obviously almost double for our investors. And I've been telling our community that I believe that this is going to go to at least $1 and above. So I believe there is still some upside, guys. Now, remember, past performance is not an indication of future results. We can't guarantee it's going to do that. But based on the conversations and the chatter, the tight flow, and the growing business, We believe at Rich TV Live that this is a company that's still undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed, especially when you compare them to their peers. And you've seen what companies like Mind Medicine have done, Numi Wellness have done. And we've seen company after company after company in the cannabis sector obviously recently explode. So we've seen a lot of explosions. This is a company that's still relatively new. Ben, is there anything else you want to say to anyone that's watching?
Rich, that's exactly on point. We're a plant-based extractor that has a full-blown psychedelic and functional mushroom line. We're definitely undervalued from that perspective. We're doing real clinical research on product set, and we have real revenue on our cannabis and hemp side of the business. So your investors get a 2-for-1 deal. You know, our IPO, pre-IPO was a 30-cent share. A lot of people believed in that methodology versus being fully exposed in the mushroom. If they don't come through with the formulation that you're kind of exposed. With us, you get the confidence of marijuana and hemp continue to churn out revenue and profitability. And the psychedelics, if the timing takes a little bit longer for the government entities to approve it, that's okay too. Right, that gives us more R&D time. So I think there's still room for your investors, and I think you're going to see great things out of Pure over the next 12 months.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Thank you for joining us again on the show. Love to invite you back anytime you have any big breaking news, or if you just want to do a discussion about your industry, about the company, any big breaking news in the sector. Love to invite you anytime to come and speak to our community. Guys, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here in Rich TV Live. Always invest in the best. The best is blessed, and you deserve the best. If you're not winning, you're probably not watching. We bring you the winners, and we bring them to you first. We brought Pull, Pull in Canada first, PRXTF in America first, and obviously it's been a big winner. Congratulations to everybody involved. If you like the video, please smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere, and subscribe. And feel free to get in contact directly with Ben. If you have any questions, if you like to do a joint venture, you like to do some business, you're interested in his business, contact Ben. Easy guy to speak to, the CEO, as you can see. I love it when CEOs are transparent and they come on our show and they give people an opportunity to see kind of who's behind the symbol. So thank you for doing this, Ben. I really appreciate it. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you soon, my friend.
All right. Thanks very much, Rich. And we definitely will be back. We got some news coming.
Okay, great, guys. Keep Pure Extracts on your radar. Keep it on your watch list. Like Ben just said, they got some news coming, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day. See you later, Ben.